Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. This is ASM ma'am. I'm here to explain about the Google Classroom. So basically, I can say the primary purpose of Google Classroom is just to streamline the process of sharing files between teacher and students. Okay. So we can basically do a collaboration outside the college also with the help of Google Classroom. Okay. So let's start by seeing how you can actually use Google Classroom. Okay. I hope everyone has created their own uh, Gmail ID, the new Gmail ID. Okay. So basically, what you have to do right now is you have to, if you're using a mobile phone, you have to download the Google Classroom app. If you're using laptop, you can go to the website classroom.google.com. Okay. So when you enter into the Google Classroom, you have to log in through the new Gmail ID which you have created. Okay, why this is because there might be storage issue in the future. So for that purpose, we have to use a new Gmail ID so that you get the proper storage, the full storage. Okay, so I'll just share the screen. When you enter your Google Classroom and log in through your Gmail ID, this is how it is going to be there. Okay, you have login here, you can see the alphabet A. So I have login through my new Gmail ID. Okay, so if it is a mobile phone, this will be the scenario what you can see actually right now. Okay, so you can see a plus sign below there. You have an option create or join your first class. Okay, so you have to click on that add button. When you click, you will get an option create class and join class. So basically you have to click on join class. Okay, if you're using a laptop, this plus icon will be at the upper right corner of the classroom page. Okay, so now sir is going to share the classroom code. When you click on join class, they'll be asking you a class code. You can see on the screen right now. So sir will be putting in each of your WhatsApp group the class code. I want you all to join the classroom right now by putting the class code. Okay. So you can start sharing the class code. I'll just start about the features of Google Classroom. Yes, Sridhar sir, you can share your screen.
Okay, ma'am. Just a minute.
Okay, now this is an APJC 1 classroom. Okay, so now when you enter, now this is the laptop view which you can see on the screen. So at the uppermost line, if you see where it is written NAPJC 1, you have stream, classwork, people. Okay, these are the different sections which you can see in your mobile phone also. Okay, so first I'll talk about stream. So under stream is like you just have to streamline all the updates whatever the teachers are uploading. Like if they want to make any announcement, they want to give you any assignments, if we want to share the timetable, all the things is being like the recent updates will be seen under streamline section. Okay, and you can directly enter into that by clicking over it. Okay, if you click on that, you can directly enter into that assignment or the announcement which is being uploaded by the particular teacher. Okay, now whatever updates, obviously you can see only if you get updated to it. So that will be done once the teacher is uploading. You will get an email. Okay, or and a message through Google Classroom also, that so and so teacher has updated so and so assignment, so please have a look. Okay, so you can be updated every time with an email and a message from in Google Classroom. So exactly you'll come to know what is going in your Google Classroom. Okay, so you will not be unaware kind of situation. You will be always aware what is being done, what the teachers are doing for you all, what they're updating, what is exactly the things up to, like the timetable, exam timetable, instruction, Zoom meeting link, everything will be updated to you. So you can always go through this streamline, so you will get the recent updates. Okay, now we'll talk about classwork. Okay, so under classwork we have different subjects. Okay, so that is like, if you see, we have English, physics, chemistry, maths. So whatever the teachers are updating or they are uploading, you can see in the streamline obviously, and you can directly go into it, but that will be in the jumbled form because all the teachers may be updating in some or the other time. But everything will be clearly visible under classwork section. Okay, whatever the English teacher is uploading will be seen under English section. Accordingly, you will get to see the physics material, chemistry material, and mathematics material. Okay, so now when you enter into a particular subject, okay, they will be either putting an assignment or putting the material. When I say study material, that means it can be the notes, okay, or it can be the video which they might be using for the lectures, so they can share with you in this Google Classroom. Okay, and even the attendance will be taken through Google Classroom. What we will be doing is we will just upload an assignment. Okay, you can see college attendance folder over here. So in this, a link will be added to it. You just have to click on the link. It is not different what we are doing it. The in the WhatsApp group you must be getting a link, right? To for the attendance, you have to enter into that link and fill the details, and you are considered to be attended, right? Similarly, the link will be sent in the Google Classroom under college attendance. Okay, so every time like the day gets over, you can just enter into this Google Classroom, go to college attendance and click on the link and submit your attendance. Okay, this is what you have to do. And it is very much compulsory when we actually talk about our unit test. Okay, so if it is unit test, terminal exam, all the kinds of exam we are going to be conducting with the help of Google Classroom. Okay, so again, it is a kind of updation in the form of assignment. Okay, so you will get a message before in hand, that is about the exam. All the instructions will be written in that, and we will be sharing in the WhatsApp group as well as in the Google Classroom all the instructions which you need to follow during the exam. Okay, now your UT paper will act as an like it can be in the form of Google form. So even that Google form will be under Google Classroom. That means whatever exam you have to attend through Google Classroom. Okay, so particular assignment will be visible, you just have to click over it. Okay, if you consider like there's a maths exam today, so obviously all the instructions before in hand will be given to you. Okay, so if it is a Google form, you just have to go to the assignment, you will see a Google form. Under that, just click on that Google form, attend the answers. Okay, attend all the answers and then click on submit button. But if in case suppose your connection gets disconnected or something happens and you're not clicking on that submit button, then what happens is whatever answers you must have saved, you must have written, or you must have clicked will not be visible anymore. It will be discarded. So in that case, you have to again go to the same link. Okay, that means go to Google Classroom. Okay, then go to the assignment, click on the Google form, which is in the form of a link. Click on that, again you appear the paper. So to avoid this kind of situation, you can always have a notebook with you, and you can just whatever answers you're marking, you can mark over there, because in suppose if the connection gets disconnected, then you always have the answer, so you can restart the paper by putting the correct answers and then you can submit it. So it is always better to have a notebook along with you. Now, uh, here you can see attendance link. Sir is showing an attendance link. You can click on that. Okay, so when you click on that, the Google form will be opened. Okay, so this is how the Google form for your attendance. Fill the required details. Okay, and then you can click on the submit button. So this is the exactly similar way. Only thing is, now onwards the link will be put up in the Google Classroom. Okay, so every day attendance is must, you all know. So please understand this. If you're not getting it, you all can ask during the query time. Now, if suppose your unit test is in the subjective form, okay, that means suppose any of the exam like terminal exam is in the subjective form. So again, during, because it is an exam, supervision is must. Okay, so you have to connect through Zoom, and also you have to connect to Google Classroom. So in that case, you can always use two devices if it is available. If not, you can use one device also, it's fine. You can use both Zoom as well as Google Classroom in the one device. Now, when you're going to your Google Classroom, okay, the supervisor, whoever is supervising, that person will guide you that now within 5 minutes, the paper will be uploaded in your Google Classroom. So you just have to enter into the Google Classroom and see your question paper. Okay. And after seeing that, you can write your answers, okay, the way you write your exam. Similarly, you need to write your exam, and that will be under the supervision of the teacher who is watching you through Zoom. Okay. So now after writing the thing, now how you're going to give the answer sheet to the teacher. So that is, you just have to click the pictures of all the pages on which you have written it. Okay, then convert them into one PDF file, and then you have to attach it. So I'll request sir to show any of the assignment. Okay, like a kind of exam. Here you can see. Okay, when you open any particular assignment, this will be the scenario. Okay, you can see this. This is an assignment, and here at the right side, you have your work. So whatever answers you have written and you have converted into PDF, you have to add it. So obviously you need to save it as a file, and then you have to add it over here and then return it. Okay, but make sure it should be a file. That means it should be in a PDF form. Please don't share the link, because it is very much difficult for the teachers to correct, okay, and send you back. If you are sending in the form of PDF, like suppose here I'm selecting, so see it has been attached. Okay, now there's some connection issue might be. So as soon as you click on add and you attach your file will be visible, and you can mark as done. So when you do that, the teacher will be updated that the child has submitted the paper. Okay, and accordingly the correction will be done. And after the correction, the teacher will correct the paper and put the marks accordingly, and she'll return the paper. So when she'll return the paper, again you will get an updation, that is, you'll get a message or email saying that teacher has returned your paper and so marks you got. Okay, so everything will be updated to you. Fine. And about the exam, all the instructions will be given in the group as well as in the Google Classroom, so you don't have to worry. But make sure while exam, the attendance, particularly for unit test or for any particular exam, the question along with the question paper, the attendance link will be attached. Okay, so you have to compulsorily focus on that. You have to give your attendance and submit the paper properly. Now, how to convert exactly the papers into PDF? I can show you that. I'll just share my screen. Okay, now basically I use a small PDF app. Okay, so here, if you go to small PDF app, there's a plus icon you can see over here. So you can either go by camera, you can directly click, or you can go to gallery. If you have already clicked with the help of camera, then you can see those pictures in the gallery, you know that. And if you're already saved the file, so you can get the files over there. So right now I'll just go to the camera and just take picture. Suppose it's my maths paper, so I'm just clicking the first page. Number should be written. Okay, your name, roll number, and badge. Okay, so this at this end you can just write your name, badge, and roll number, and make sure you don't forget to write the page numbers, because that is must. If by mistakenly your paper gets shuffled, at least the teacher will know the order Okay, she'll come to know the order according to the page number, and she can easily able to correct that. So this is my second page I'm clicking. Make sure the page is very clear. Okay. And I'll have my third page. So now if you see, I have done this. Now make sure your page is vertical. So there is rotate option over here. You can rotate it and always make proper. You can crop it so that it is like very much neat and proper. Okay. And then there's reorder option also in this, where you can actually reorder the pages. Okay. So if you go to reorder, see, I can just shuffle the pages, whichever you just have to drag the documents. Okay, I'm not showing that right now. Here I can just rotate this. Okay, and you can rearrange it, and after everything is done, you can save the file as the subject name or along with your roll number. So I'm just saving it as maths right now. Okay, so if after this you see the my maths PDF is being done. Okay, I've already converted the images into PDF, one single PDF. So I'll just click on this three dots, so I'll get the various option. If you find that file size is more bigger, then you can always go for compressing. You can see on the screen right now, there's an option compress. Okay. Otherwise, you can directly share also. So when you click on share, okay, you can directly go to Google Classroom and select the assignment. Okay. You can select the assignment and uh, you can upload into that. Okay. I'll just show just a minute. Okay. See, this is my PDF. I want to share the assignment is done or the exam is done. So I'll click on share Google Classroom. So here, see, it is asking me attach to the assignment. So when I click to this, these are the various assignments which is being till now to my class. So whichever assignment you want, you can click on that and you can attach the file and send it to the particular teacher. Okay. So I hope you understood all the procedure, what is to be done. Any query, then you can ask. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes,
So,
Krish.
ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.